We are live, shall we? Not quite yet. What am I doing wrong here? Oh wait, am I live? Let me refresh.
It says live now.
Yay! I am live. I did it. I got it figured out. Anyway, hello community. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Cassie from Food and Meat Co-op here in Utah. And we are going live with a special unboxing. I'm really super excited about this new box. It's our barbecue box. Locally curated, hand cut, hand packed right here in Utah. Helps a lot of our farmers, our suppliers, our food producers, and our community. It creates jobs here in Utah, does all kinds of wonderful things, very much like our Staples box, except that it's specific for barbecue, which is awesome. But first, how about this snow, guys? Like, this is crazy. So we have our first pickup in a year in Logan today. And of course, if you want bad weather, you schedule a Food and Meat Co-op pickup. So you're welcome. We have snow, we have a pickup, it all works out. So, a couple of other housekeeping things. I'm gonna try to yell because this morning we woke up to a leak in our house, in our kitchen. So, I am set up here in my family room instead of the kitchen because we have a remediation company here right now that is cutting holes in the walls, the ceilings, the floors. They're in the basement right now, but you can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, so I'm gonna yell over the remediation company. But of course, when it snows, it pours, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to show you guys what's in here. So this is our barbecue box, okay? Has the green sticker. You can see all the products that are marked on there. So let's go ahead and dig into this. We have a very, very special meat cutting manager. His name is Dave, and he has been in the meat industry for a very long time. He used to be a meat manager, meat cutter at a grocery store for many years. Then he was a butcher, and now he works with us, and it's so exciting because he cares about the quality. He understands the product very, very well. So he is hand packing these boxes. He is one of the ones that is helping us create these boxes. So we have moms and a meat cutter coming together to create the very, very best box for our community. So let's go ahead and dig in, shall we? Okay, so this box, you can actually purchase it a couple of different ways. There's a link in the comments and the description. And in addition, you can also say comment sold 100. Comment sold 100, and you can buy this box right then and there, okay, for pickups all over the state. Okay, so let's get unboxing. We have drumsticks. There should be 6 pounds of drumsticks over 2 trays. So you can see on the trays we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, approximately 8 drumsticks per 2-pound tray. Now it's going to be 2 pounds. It's going to be by weight, not count. So some might have a little bit less, some might have a little bit more, depending on the size of the drumsticks. So these are the natural, cage-free, antibiotic-free chicken that's in this box. Okay, so everything that's in here is natural and of the highest quality. Okay, so kid favorites, drumsticks. So you've got a couple drumstick meals there, okay? Now this is another one that everyone's gonna be super excited about. Cloud burgers. Yes, look at these cloud burgers. Nice, huge 1/3 pound patties. We've got 1, 2, 3 packages of cloud burgers in here for 9 patties total. Each one of these packages is a pound. So 3 pounds of burger patties. Like, this is exciting, guys. I love it. Okay, another thing. This is from Idaho, the independent meat company. They have the brand Falls brand. They make a high quality pork product. So we have ordered their franks to go into our boxes because these are like top of the line hot dogs. They're locally made just barely over the border in Idaho. We partner with them on a lot of food, and we appreciate their process for their pork. They have a really great pork farming initiative that we love to support, and so it's a great product. So you have 2 pounds of the classic beef franks. So not just everyday hot dogs, but really good stuff. And so there's 2 pounds in 2 separate packages. Each package has 8 hot dogs, okay? So drumsticks, cloud burgers, hot dogs, okay? Now let's dig into some really amazing stuff, okay? And please forgive me if I get my cuts mixed up here, but we have 2 different cuts of steak, okay? So one is the New York steaks, okay? So each one of these is 8-ounce steaks. I believe that there are 4 in each pack, and so inside of this you're gonna have, I think it's 2 pounds of New York, so a total of 4 pounds. That's 64 ounces of New York steaks. There's 4 steaks in here. My hands are getting cold, I need gloves. So, okay, these are very, very frozen, which is awesome. So when Dave cuts these, he actually cuts them fresh. He actually does extra trimming, and then he vacuum seals them and flash freezes them in a commercial freezer right away so that they retain their freshness for as long as possible. But they're cold. Okay. Anyway, so New York strip steaks, super, super excited about that product. 64 ounces of New Yorks. Then we're gonna come here. My boxes are sticking together here. I got flash frozen. Sirloin strip. These might be the New Yorks. I love eating steak. I'm not great at just like looking at it and saying, oh, this is this one and this is that one. But this is either New York or strip. So we have the top sirloin or the New York strip, okay? Same thing, another 64 ounces of steak. So there's 2 pounds in each one of these packages of this particular steak. Let me get these off. They're sticking together just a little bit. Okay. Whew, my hands are frozen. Okay. Anyway, look at how beautiful those are. I know my camera's kind of far away because I'm not at a counter. I'm at a really low table. But anyway, beautiful. So 128 ounces of steak, guys. Look at that. There is no other box on the market that we have found that will have this much steak in one box for this price. This is an incredible value. Look at our pile so far. That's huge. Okay. All right, now let's dig in even further. Oh yes, everyone's favorite, the Boneless Pork Chops. Okay. Each one of these trays is, I think, 2 pounds. I'll have to look at the description. I believe there's either 4 or 6 pounds total of the boneless pork, center cut pork chops. Natural, amazing, high quality, beautiful pork. Dave does, again, a very good job of cutting these. Sometime I'm going to introduce Dave, have him come on camera and talk about his process and what he does to curate these boxes or help us curate these boxes as we work with a lot of our food producers at the same time. But on these trays, you have a couple of pounds of center cut boneless pork chops. And I'm seeing 2, 4, 6, 8. It looks like 8 pork chops per tray. So 16 total pork chops, okay? My goodness, guys, you're gonna have quite the summer. All right, and these things, we only offer them a couple times a year. Actually, I think we only offered them once last year. And we are offering them in an individual 10-pound box right now, and they're selling fast. The Boneless Country Style Ribs. We have 2 trays of these, and I'm pretty sure these are 3 pounds each, so you have 6 pounds of country style ribs. And you'll have to look at the description. I didn't look at it before I went live because I've been dealing with leaks, but I think it's 10 to 12 ribs per tray here, and I'm kind of counting and seeing that it looks like probably about closer to 12. But in any regard, it's 3 pounds of the Boneless Country Style Ribs. You can also get this separately in a 10-pound box this month. Same thing with the Boneless Pork Chops. They're in a 10-pound box separately, but you can also get them all in this amazing barbecue box. Okay, let's go ahead and lay everything out. So you've got 2 trays of Boneless Pork Chops. For 16 pork chops, we have about 20 Boneless Country Style Ribs over here in these 2 packs. Then we've got 64 ounces of steak, 4 pounds of New York, 4 pounds of top sirloin steak. Okay, set these out here. 2 pounds of these awesome high quality locally made hot dogs. Then we've got 9 cloud burger patties. Just gonna set this all out here, guys. And our 2 trays of drumsticks. Look at all this stuff. This box, like if you were to buy it all separately, would be about $320. The way that we've been able to curate it, our unique process, our way of going direct and saving money, we can offer all of this for $100 less, which is amazing. So we want to offer this to our community. Again, know that this is doing amazing things for the community, but how many barbecue meals do we have here? Depends on how big your family is. If you're a family of 8 like us, we could do a drumstick, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our family of 8 would get 12 meals out of this box over the summer. Does that sound delicious? We were gonna barbecue today, guys, but I don't think we're gonna do that today. So my family's gonna be like, nobody wants to go out there and cook. And I understand that. But with the 12 meals, we have 2 drumstick meals, a burger meal, a hot dog meal. I don't know if I counted that actually. 2 different steak meals. And I'm counting them as, you know, pretty big steak dinners here, guys. Not these little like boxes that give you a couple strips of steak. These are some big honkin' cuts of steak with lots of steak. Like 128 ounces of steak in this box. And then I've got 2 boneless pork chop meals for our family of 8 and 2 country style rib dinners for our family of 8. So for our family of 8, this is 12 barbecue meals over the summer, which is awesome. Okay, so again, if you are interested in this box for this pickup, you can comment sold 100. And I know that all of the farmers, producers, and everybody involved in this project want to see these boxes take off. We would love to be able to start home delivery very soon. We're actually working on that process. It probably won't be until about August or September. But when that happens, we'll be able to also get these to your homes at that point. But until then, please come along and purchase this, support this project. We're going to be making improvements as we do every step of the way. And the next thing that we're going to be doing is labeling, because even I don't even know the difference between the top sirloin and New York. I'm pretty sure these ones are New York and these ones are top sirloin. But this is where I would love for Dave to help us make labels for these to help you guys as well. Anyway, so I want to get your thoughts on this box and would love to have you participate in that this month. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pack this up. I'm going to have my husband help me pack this up. And I'm going to have you see a special bonus product on this live unboxing as well. So babe, would you mind helping me put this away? We're going to clear this off. Okay, so put these back in here. This box, if you keep everything in the box, or you can take it out, it will fit. We have a side-by-side fridge freezer combo in our garage, and the skinny side is the freezer side, and this box fits perfectly on one of those shelves. And so it's actually super compact for the freezer, which is fantastic. Okay, all right, we're gonna take that box away. Okay guys, I wanna show you something else while we're live, okay? We have started a collaboration with our co-op for bulk group buying from a company called MyMedic here in Salt Lake. So we currently use 3 emergency preparedness companies that give us amazing wholesale pricing for our co-op because we're doing mass group orders, and so they give us a mass group discount. And so that's Emergency Essentials in Salt Lake, and those are our freeze-dried buckets. Ready Hour in Salt Lake, they're the ones that do the gluten-free buckets, the solar flashlights, all of those which are going live tomorrow. And then we've just recently added MyMedic in North Salt Lake. And so we picked these up. We picked a couple boxes up to try and to sample. We're actually going to be loading our delivery trucks with these, our personal vehicles, so that we have these kits on site as well. But we have done a bulk group order and have a bunch of these to sell to you for $52 off, I believe. $51 off, which is an amazing price. So we have opted, so this is their most popular product. We asked MyMedic what would be the best product to start with. And so the first aid kits are the most popular, the MyFacs, I think is what they're called. Is that right? MyFac, My First Aid Kit. Yes. So they have 2 different ones. They have a standard and then they have a pro. The standard is a lot cheaper, but it's got just your basics, Band-Aids, single antibiotic creams, gauze, those kinds of things that are in a typical first aid kit, but a lot of it so that you have it. But we opted to go with the Pro because the Pro also includes extra things like tourniquets. It includes like some special scissors, all kinds of things. And so this really is like the Pro bag here. And they've got a cool video on their website that shows how this works. We've embedded that video on our website. But if you want the full list of what's in the Pro, click on the link that is on the product page that goes to their website, and that will go through and show you everything. There's hundreds of items in here, and I wasn't about to list them all, and so I'm going to try to get this open here. There we go. Because there's hundreds of items, and you can see, like, this is the ultimate first aid kit, and they've made it to where you can put it on the back of a chair in your car. So, and then it's like easy rip off. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, like this. So in an emergency, you just keep it on the back of your chair and then you just rip it off. it's on there pretty tight, but you can see how that rips off. Okay, so let's kind of look at this a little bit. I'm not going to take everything out, but I just wanted to show you a handful of things. So you've got a medication pack. You've got a survival wrap, heat reflective survival wrap, gloves, and these are sutures for like if you need like a stitches solution immediately. This is like looks like finger glue or wound glue rather. Glucose, more gloves. These are some heavy duty splints and bandages and wraps. Okay. Instant cold pack, so an ice pack, you just break it open, kind of like the heat packs, but this one's for ice, for swelling and whatever. You've got these special, like, surgical, what are they called?
I think they're suture scissors.
Suture scissors,
I'm not
my
sure.
son says. Okay.
They might not be.
Medical tape. Okay. Then you've got a paracord. There is a lot in here, guys. Okay. Paracord. Super skin. These are like patches. I don't know if you can see those very well. A glow stick or a light stick. So these are also great for hiking as well. Okay, these are, I think they are energy, they're hydrating powders. Probably like liquid or powdered Gatorade, okay? And then we've also got, one of these airway breather things. So if somebody's having trouble breathing, pump those in. That's actually great. If you have anybody in your family that has allergies or food allergies especially, that's awesome. We've got a thermometer, and we've got a whistle, an emergency whistle, a flashlight, a laser pointer, very fine-tipped tweezers, and some thermometer covers. We have a rapid tourniquet, so it's kind of like the tourniquet for dummies. If you don't know how to do all that, then it does it for you, basically. Okay, hand sanitizer, or a super wash, rather. It's a topical super wash. I'm like barely into this thing. There's like a lot. All right, this looks like a whole kit on breathing, helping open airways again. So you have a couple of different ones. So this one looks like it goes through the nose. This one goes through down into the throat. So two different types of emergency breathing. A CPR shield, okay? Then we've got compressed gauze. I mean, that's like super compressed right there. Okay, that's a lot of gauze, just super compressed. All right, chest seals, okay? These, I don't know how to use them, but I would like to learn. I'm reading the back here. So whatever, if you guys know what chest seals are, on their website, they actually provide education on how to use all of this stuff in here, and so some of it I clearly don't know how to use. But this is a burn kit with contents needed for burn relief and burn gel, okay? All right. And then these, can't quite read it. Wound care. This is a wound care kit, okay? All right, guys, wow, there's a lot in here. Quick clot, so if you have come upon an emergency, somebody's bleeding, quick clot materials to help that. And this is also a pressure bandage, and it feels pretty compact. So anyway, I'm not an expert at all these things, but I need to learn. So, more gauze, okay? And then there's a handful of other things in here. And then a bunch of assorted bandages in these packs, okay? And so then there's your whole kit. You can see this Pro Kit has pretty much everything you need for any type of emergency until you can get somebody to a place where they can get the proper medical care. But it will stabilize them, which is awesome. So like I said, we're loading all of our co-op trucks with these, our personal vehicles with these to have them, and now we're offering them to the co-op. So this is a surprise product. If you want to go find this, go look into the emergency preparedness category at foodandmeatcoop.com, and you will find these kits available this month for a co-op bulk discount price. Okay guys, so we unboxed the barbecue box. I hope you're super excited about that. I've unboxed my first aid kit, and I'm super excited about this to be adding to our, emergency preparedness category. So let us know if you have any other ideas, suggestions, or things you want to add. Somebody asked today if we can add tri-tip for our barbecue month. I'm checking on that, that'll be exciting if we could add tri-tip. So keep the comments and suggestions coming. We're listening. We do our best to find everything that we can to help you guys. as well as helping our suppliers and our farmers. So, okay guys, 2 more announcements real quick. We're having 2 more live videos in the next week. Friday at 10 a.m., Laura Cooper from Rustic Scoop is going to teach us how to make gluten-free resurrection rolls. Friday at 10 a.m. right here on Facebook and on our app. And so you can watch that show and watch her make those, which is an exciting product. Then on Monday, I get to interview the microgreens farmer in West Jordan, the one that's going to be providing our year-round healthy, super healthy greens. Him and I are going to go live at 10 a.m. on Monday, right here on our app and on Facebook, and talk about that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.